Hey everyone, this is Mel from Cardstock Concoctions. I am back. I am bringing you guys what I hope is a very fun, very fast planner insert. I know the planner craze has been going on for a couple of years now, and I gotta be honest, I've never really been into the whole huge planner craze. However, I've made a goal for myself this year in 2017 to be more organized and to be more efficient and effective and all that kind of fun jazz. So I kept going out to places and they said the number one thing to do, create a planner, not just a to-do list, but an actual planner. So I decided, all right, so I have an old planner that I really love. It's nice, it's leather, it's beautiful. But the way that the pages and stuff were set up didn't really work for me. So not only did I ditch the old pages, but I went ahead and I created myself a new set of pages. And then I decided, well, I need some way to separate my pages. So I wanted little inserts that, January, February for each month. So I came up with my own, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So how this all works is, obviously, I, for some reason, don't have my planner with me. It is sitting on a different desk waiting to be used. But, so obviously your pages go in, you flip them to the next one. So you guys are going to get directions and dimensions and stuff to make two different types. So the one that obviously, this one here with the tab at the top, if you turn it upside down, also is the tab at the bottom. So just follow the same directions for that and just flip it over. What the one I'm going to make with you guys today is the one that goes in the center. So we're going to set this off to the side. And we're going to get started. I do apologize. This is going to be a slightly longer video, but I think you guys are really going to like it because you can customize things to the way you like them. So our planner that we're making today is this middle insert piece. So you want this one here. The file tab is in the center. And we're going to grab, there we go. I was going to say I was so organized, I was disorganized. It was kind of creeping me out. Okay, so what are we going to need? You are going to need some sort of shirt board. This piece here is actually just the back of one of our, or out of one of the designer series paper packs or stacks or whatever we're calling them, that we have it Stampin' Up. It's just a smidge thicker than cardstock. I call it shirt board. It's still bendable. You guys can kind of hear it. It's still malleable, still works. It's not a full chipboard. Think the very, 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 very thin stuff that comes out. You just want something a little bit extra to give it a little more heft. Something else that I used was the Stampin' Up envelope punch board. So we've all seen us make cards and stuff with this. Well, I wanted to use it to create a tab file system for my planner. So my pages, how do you decide how big your thing needs to be? Take the size of your page. My page is, where did I stick it? I moved stuff around. Now I'm back again. Okay, here it is. All right, so my planner pages are 5.5 inches wide by 8.5 inches tall. So how did I cut this? It's 8.5 inches tall and 6 inches wide. So whatever your width is, your length, your height needs to be the same as the height of your paper, at least. Your width of your planner page, so 5.5, 6, 8.5, whatever it is, needs to be that, your shirt board needs to be that wide plus 1/2 inch, okay? And the reason why is you're cutting a tab out of it, and the tab is about 3/8 of an inch, so unless you guys really want to measure out 3/8 of an inch of shirt board, I just go with 1/2 inch, let it hang over about 1/8 of an inch. So, there we go. Now, do this at your own peril. I repeat, do this at your own peril. I just went ahead and stuck my shirt board in the Stampin' Up envelope punch board. You can also take a spare scrap piece of cardstock, do it on that, line it up, draw it, and then cut it out with a pair of scissors. That's your other option. Me, I'm lazy. So I went ahead and I just stuck it straight into my Stampin' Up punch board. Now, where are you stamping this? You take whatever edge you want to be your tab, And we're going to take this at first at the 2 3/4 inch mark. And yes, it's a little bit heavier, but in my case, my punch board still goes through. Flip it over, turn it all the way over. And you're going to want to punch again at 2 3/4 inches. 3/4 inches. Now, on my tutorial for this, both this design and this middle design will be given, okay? So I'm going to give you guys the punching for this top and then the punching for this one as well. All right, your envelope punch board, you are done with it. Let's go ahead and set that aside. Now, if you guys are really good at freehand cutting, I say go for the freehand cutting. If you're not, you have two options. Stick this in your Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer and trim it off. Or, if you're me, you grab your ruler, which apparently I can't pick up. There we go. You grab your ruler and you measure it out. And you do it that way. I use, this is the Tim Holtz Ideology centering ruler. And I love this thing. I think it's awesome. Not only does it have a centering spot, but it also goes up by 1/8 of an inch at a time. And I think it's really, really awesome. Now, I am completely, you can take a, oof, okay, I can't seem to talk and line up at the same time. So hang on, I'm going to line up and then I'm going to talk. You can take a pen and draw a line. Or if you're, and then cut it out with scissors. Or if you're me, grab yourself an X-Acto knife. Make sure you have a cutting mat, a proper cutting mat underneath. Grab yourself an X-Acto knife. And again, I'm pretty efficient with an X-Acto knife. And just kind of cut through it. Do the same thing on this side. Okay. Now, I may have to go back in because I didn't do it all the way through the first time. And just cut it out. Go over it a couple more times. Okay. And the same thing on the other side. Now again, use your Stampin' Up! Envelope punch board with caution. Use your X-Acto knife with caution. Please make sure you guys have a proper cutting mat underneath it. Please, please, please don't just randomly cut. That's not right either. Okay. And I'm gonna just turn that off. So, there we go. Now, you have your tabs made. Awesome. Okay. Now, if you're me, you like to decorate all your stuff. So, I'm going to get the cutting pad out of here just a second. And you are going to want to decorate the tops of your file openers. There we go, guys. Wow, it's been a hard day apparently. So you want to cut your designer series paper to whatever size that you cut your original chipboard. And I say this because you're never exactly 100% sure you're going to cut on top of each other perfectly. So then grab your wet glue. Me personally, I am using wet glue. You can use your dry adhesives, your fast fuses, your tear tapes, of the world, that kind of stuff. However, I can never line anything up this exact the first time out the door. So I'm using wet glue. Be generous. You guys are going to be using these for a while. I don't suggest snail. Snail will, I think, wear off. Not 100% sure, but I think it will wear off. Then just set your paper on top. Line it up. along both edges. There we go. Smooth it down. Okay, now, unlike my first one, we're not actually going to decorate ours today because that would just be like really, really long time before this. But I'm thinking about getting out my stamps and things like that and stamping on top of here some way. Oh my lands, I never told you guys which Designer Series paper I'm using. I am using the By the Shore Designer Series paper. I think it's gorgeous. And I had some left over. So there we go. That is what I'm using. All right, so once you got that down and semi-tacky, maybe even dry would be my suggestion, pull back in your trimmer, your cutting mat, your scissors, however it is that you guys decided to cut things off. And then just go back, trim up along the edge there. Okay, there's that piece. If you guys want to use that to decorate with, I say go for it. Oops. Try not to cut all the way through your chipboard. That's okay. That's going to be covered. Okay, there we go. And try and do that a little too quick, I think. Okay. Again, this little piece up here, that's going to be covered later on, so I'm not worried about it. And a smidge of overhang there. Go ahead and trim that off. Okay. So now I have one side. It's all nice, pretty, beautiful, all that fun jazz. I'm going to flip it over. We're going to do the other side. Okay, so I have a front side and I have a back side. So this is my front. This here is my back. Apparently I didn't grab everything off the side here that I was supposed to. 1 second, let's just clean that up. I believe that's it, yeah. Okay. So, beautiful. Okay. There's my front, there's my back. Now, how do I get the holes in it? Grab whatever sheets go into your planner. I repeat, grab whatever sheets go into your planner. Grab one, line it up on top. I do suggest a giant crocodile for this. Your regular hole punches and stuff, I'm not sure is going to make it. You can use the handheld or you can use like mine, this giant big behemoth. And yes, I do have a giant big behemoth. Now, you need to make sure that however your pages go in your book is how you need to line them up. So line up your, so take one page. Let me start over again. Take one page and line it up with the edge of your file folder tab that you want. Now, whichever side is facing up needs to be the side that you guys use. And don't flip them around because you never know if your pages are not 100% equal on both edges. So mine, I have a whole bunch of punches here in the middle, but I don't have a whole lot on each edge. But in case, you know, one edge is different than the other, you want to make sure you have it right. So this is going to be my front, so I'm going to flip it over actually. Make sure it's all the way down. Make sure you don't move it. Line up your holes on your 3/16 inch hole punch. Line up your holes in your crocodile. It's a little bit easier to see if you guys actually have a handheld one. I'm sorry, I do not. And just go ahead and punch your holes without moving your insert pages. Because if you move your insert page, you may wind up punching your holes in a different spot, and you don't really want that to happen. So you want it to stay 100% lined up. You want it to stay there we go. See, I wound up moving mine, and you don't want that to happen. then just keep punching all the way through. And last two. 1, 2. Okay. So your insert page, crocodile out of the way, now has an insert for it. All beautiful, all ready to go. Just go ahead and load your pages in between it. There you go. All your holes match up. Make sure all your holes with your other ones match up. And then you'll have another tab down here. So you need to make 8 of these and 4 of these for your year. And if you need any more, in case you guys have like a recipe section or anything like that, you're gonna need more than 8 and 4, which equals 12. So this one I'm probably gonna decorate. I'm gonna go find one of my lovely saying stamps and stuff, and I'm going to put a nice stamp and emboss it on here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope to see you guys again soon. And if anybody is looking for the mini legal pad holder tutorial, it is starting soon if it's not already out. So thanks you guys so much from Mel from Cardstock Concoctions. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like it. If you'd like to see more, go ahead and subscribe. And I am sorry for being so wordy today, guys. So have any questions, let me know. Thanks a lot. Bye.